Okay, Pat, we're standing next to your new Bugeye Sprite, a Bugeye called Cole that happened to have been my own car for many years, so I know this one well. Tell us why now? What made you decide that you were going to make this your car?
I drove a little car like this when I was young, my first car. A newer version of this called the MG Midget. And I drove that thing to British Honduras, Alaska, and all over the place.
To Belize? Is that British Honduras?
Yeah, Belize, yep.
So you drove from Utah straight through all of Mexico to get to Belize?
All the way down there and then back.
In a midget?
In a midget. And
what year was that?
That was 1974. At the time I was going to medical school, we had a month off, and a friend of mine and I decided we were going down there to scuba dive. And we had a big thing that was called El Cajon Amarillo, yellow box we put on the back of it with the scuba tanks and took off.
Like on a luggage rack? Or?
Yep, right.
You filled it up with dive gear and drove through Mexico?
Yes. And we didn't stay in a hotel once.
You just slept on the beach?
Other than when we got to Isla de Mujeres, which is in the Caribbean, and there we did actually rent a place there, but otherwise we camped out.
Wow.
And that was, anyway, I also took that same car to Alaska and many other places.
I can't believe that. And do you remember it letting you down on any of those trips?
No, I was pretty particular about reliability, and I carried spare parts, and I guess I was a little bit hopeful, you might say, or naive. But fortunately, we didn't break down. Everything worked, and that's when I fell in love with this size car, and I always wanted a Bugeye, and so here I am.
And
this is a beautiful version.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This is a special one. But I'm just distracted because I want to hear, there must be some story about driving your midget either to Alaska or to Belize. Do you remember anything weird happening that could have only happened in 1974 in one of those two unique places?
Well, Mexico is interesting. Not as interesting as it is today, but we would often get stopped by these roadblocks where they have tanks across the road and soldiers with machine guns, and they were kind of looking for a toll, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
My friend he went to a really nice school back east, and really smart, and he spoke really good Spanish. We both spoke pretty good Spanish, and he would just mention a few people's names, and they were really happy to get those tanks out of the way. So we did that over and over again, and it was really fun to wake up in the morning and we'd be camped out in somebody's yard, and the people were very, very, very friendly and accommodating and interested in what we were doing.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
That's great. Good for you. And so now for this car, you told me you want to drive this a lot. So we're going to ship this out to you. You're here for the weekend. You're going to go driving around and have some fun, enjoy some of the fall foliage that's left. And then once it gets to Utah, what's on your mind for this car's future?
Well, I'm not going to drive it in the winter because there's a lot of salt in Utah, and I did that to my other small car, and it just rusted away. But other than that, I plan to take it on some good trips, to southern Utah, up into the middle of Wyoming, places like that, camp out, and just have some fun with it.
Good. And how do you envision when you're at home? Do you think you'll use this regularly? You must have other cars. You probably have a four-wheel drive vehicle for Utah.
I have a four-wheel drive vehicle. We're going to park it. We recently did an addition to a house, and I designed the entrance so that I could park this car in it. And so I can push the car. I won't drive it in there, but I can push it in some double doors. Everything's at grade, and it'll stay there in the winter, and then we'll go on road trips in Utah in that area.
So it'll be on display in the winter?
Yep.
You'll have to send us a picture of that so you can put
I
it
will
on the
do
website.
that. I will do
That'd
that.
be great. So why now? Like, why this car and why this time of your life?
Well, it just happens that I'm wrapping up some other really busy things in life, and now I have the time, and frankly, you provided me the opportunity, so I appreciate that. And I wanted to get a really nice version of a Bugeye and make sure that I could put some miles on it and have fun. So it all came together.
Good, good. Yeah, this one has a 5-speed and a more powerful engine. It's like 107 or 115 horsepower. Has a Datsun 5-speed in this one, but it's always been a very powerful and fast car, so it should do well in the Rockies and take you on your next trip to Belize.
All right, well,
Next
thank
time.
you.
I'll meet you for some diving. That would be awesome. Thank you for adopting this car. It's really a great pleasure that you're taking it home. So thank you. I'm glad we got to meet.
All right. Me too.
Great.